The king journeyed back to the wizard's cave to seek answers. The wizard only spoke in parables and told the king there was an enemy within. Then he asked the king who planted the seed that was given to him. The king did not even wait to answer the question. He journeyed back in anger. When he got to the palace, he summoned Queen Ugochi immediately. When she stood before him and the elders, he asked her only once why she killed his queen and made his heir an imbecile. But she declared her innocence. At once, the king took out a cutlass and beheaded her. Then he ordered his guards to throw her remains into the evil forest. 18 years later, Adama, the imbecile queen, grew into a strong woman. She had the strength of 10 strong men put together. She was always in the forest hunting. Although her father forbade it, there was nothing he could do. It was as though the forest was always calling out to her. She wasn't loved by many, but she found love in her sleep. Whenever she's asleep, she always dreamt of her mother, who taught her all she knew through her dreams. Queen Ego hated her so much and hated the fact that her charm only succeeded in killing her mother. She had wanted both mother and child dead. The other queen, Uloma, didn't pay much attention to anything around the palace. She was the very quiet one who could easily be deceived. Queen Ego connived with her to make the palace unbearable for Adama. She lied to her that Adama killed her mother so she can come to earth and cause havoc. No one showed her love. No one showed her care, except her mother's parents, whom she visited sometimes. They had left the palace back to their home when things turned sour, when they lost their lovely Binyelum. One day, Queen Ego asked Adama to get her some herbs from the forest. Adama was very glad to run errands for her stepmother, as it was the first time she asked her to do something for her. Unknown to her, she had sent 3 men after her to kill her and make it seem like a wild animal had devoured her. When they approached her, she knew she couldn't fight them. So, in fear, she screamed aloud and something strange happened. The ground opened up and swallowed them immediately. She ran away and kept what had happened to herself. Queen Ego was so furious at the sight of Adama still alive and well. She went out to look for the men, but she never set eyes on them again. And so she concluded in her heart that they had collected money from her for nothing. Adama narrated all what happened to her mother in her dreams. Her mother smiled and told her it was a special gift from the gods, and that she should use it whenever she was in danger and not for evil. The king soon fell ill. The illness was so severe that it claimed his life. Before he died, he crowned Adama king. This did not sit well with some of the council members as well as members of the palace. How could they be ruled by an imbecile who had saliva coming out of her mouth whenever she spoke? But their deliberation meant nothing. The king had the final say, and so Adama became the queen of Ohafia kingdom. Queen Ego and her sons did not agree to it. It would be over their dead body that an imbecile becomes their ruler. And so, as usual, she began plotting. Soon, word spread to neighboring kingdoms that an imbecile was ruling Ohafia kingdom. The kingdom became a laughingstock for other kingdoms. The king of Ezeogene kingdom, King Onyeji, saw this as an opportunity of taking over Ohafia kingdom. It has always been his hidden wish, because Ohafia kingdom was blessed with fertile lands and water. Rumor had it that it was also blessed with gold, but everyone thought it was mere rumor. Queen Ego formed an alliance with King Onyeji. She schemed her way through his bed and in no time became his mistress. Adama received some messengers from Ezeogene kingdom into her palace. She was commanded to denounce her throne and hand it over to King Onyeji or prepare for war. She was afraid, but she didn't show it. Her council members advised her to step down because no kingdom had ever won a battle against Ezeogene kingdom. That night, when she slept, her mother advised her to fight for her kingdom. But she asked how, and her mother told her to follow her instinct. The next day, she summoned the council members and told them to prepare for war. They were all against her and left angrily. She told the town criers to send a message across the kingdom for eligible men who would fight by her side. Soon, the whole kingdom was in commotion. People started packing up their families and livestock. Their imbecile queen had gone mad. What was she thinking? Going to war with Ezeogene kingdom? They wouldn't lose their lives to be turned into slaves because of a careless imbecile. Soon, the kingdom was as quiet as a graveyard. Only one man stood by her side to fight. His name was Ekene. He had been in love with her since they were 15. She had rescued him from a wild dog in the forest where he went to check his trap. She had been so fearless and brave. Ekene stood side by side with Adama, and they both faced King Onyeji and his 1,000 warriors, with Queen Ego by his side. He knew they stood no chance, but he was ready to die by her side. What did he have to lose? He had no family, no friends to live for. Queen Ego approached Adama like the snake she was, and told her to accept defeat. She also confessed to killing her mother and making her an imbecile. Adama was outraged. But she kept her cool because she knew the battle was hers. Queen Ego signaled the warriors to attack. Adama was not afraid. She stood her ground and waited for them to come close. Ekene, on the other hand, was a bit shaky, but he summoned courage when he saw Adama was fearless. When they got closer, she screamed at the very top of her voice, and something happened. The earth shook, the wind blew aggressively, and the ground opened up and swallowed them all, leaving none. He could not believe his eyes. What had just happened? Adama too was in shock. They hugged each other. They had won the battle, and they both were happy. Thereafter, they saw shiny objects on the ground. Upon looking closer, they discovered it was gold. They screamed and shouted for joy. Adama went on her knees and thanked the gods. She was grateful for the gifts. She was happy, in particular, that she had avenged her mother's death. Soon, news of the great defeat and gold discovery spread like wildfire throughout the kingdom and other neighboring kingdoms. One by one, the people of Ohafia returned back to their kingdom and embraced their imbecile queen. Adama and Ekene got married and gave birth to beautiful and normal babies. They ruled the kingdom in love and great wisdom. She who was the rejected stone now became the chief cornerstone. The end. Thank you for watching.